Hello, my name is Luca Dell'Anna, and today I wanted to talk about how to organize a safe family dinner during a pandemic. Imagine it is November. Thanksgiving is in 2 weeks, and you are planning to spend it with your family. A recent wave of viral infections makes you worry that you might infect your grandma. Of course, the safest option would be not to meet at all. But you do not want to give up the opportunity for some quality time with your family. So, what can you do? When having an unmasked indoor gathering, the top priority should be to reduce the chances that any participant carries the virus inside the room. A first step could be to have all participants take a COVID test the morning of the gathering and to ask anyone positive to not attend the gathering this year. A reminder, someone might not be showing any symptom and still be contagious. And that's why a test is required. You cannot just look at whether people are symptomatic. That said, while useful, testing is by no means sufficient because it might result in false negatives or might miss viruses other than COVID. So, another step to minimize the chances that any participant is sick on the day of the gathering is to have participants take basic precaution the week before the gathering. For example, wearing good masks while in crowded indoor spaces, prefer outdoors meeting to indoor one, and avoid the latter a week before Thanksgiving. The third step is to make the Thanksgiving gathering as safe as possible. Being this an important social gathering, masks are probably not an option. Therefore, the focus should be on improving air quality as much as possible. For example, opening windows and using good air purifiers. Obviously, none of the precautions that I described so far can nullify the risk of infection. If 0 were the only acceptable risk level, then the gathering should not take place. And if near 0 were the only acceptable risk level, in addition to the recommendations I made so far, the vulnerable should also use the highest grade face mask. However, if a family decides that preserving a family tradition such as Thanksgiving is worth some level of risk, it is still possible to bring that risk to a low level without sacrificing the quality of the gathering. And this can happen by taking precautions not just during the gathering itself, but also over the preceding days. So, to summarize what we have seen today, there are two categories of preventive action when it comes to indoors activities: those that occur during the gathering and those that occur before the gathering. And the risk level of the activity is roughly the product of the two. Given a risk level that you deem acceptable, the more you take precautions before the gathering, the less precautions you can take during the gathering and the other way around. So that was it from my side today. You can find the information contained in this video also in written form and in the form of visually attractive flyers on the website pandemic-question.com. Thank you very much.